First up, we got James Charles. Dua Lipa and James Charles have a long history of feuding, with multiple shady tweets back and forth between the celebrities. It all started in 2019 when Dua attended the American Music Awards. Pictures of Dua at the event were then posted to Twitter, which is completely normal obviously. But things got shady when James chimed in and replied to the photos saying, quote, "I thought this was me." This was not the first time that James and Dua had been compared. Photos comparing the two were getting shared around Twitter after her MTV VMA performance earlier that year. But the response to James's tweet was not good, and fans of hers immediately started replying, telling James to delete his tweet. Some replies read, quote, "The audacity," with another adding, "Delete this immediately." In an interview weeks later, Dua admitted social media gives her a lot of anxiety. She said to BBC Breakfast, quote, "People feel like they can say things because they're hiding behind a computer screen, and for me it's important to use social media in bite sizes. As long as it makes me feel good, and the second it doesn't, I like to take some time away from it." This was not Dua's last interaction with James. In December of 2020, a tweet went viral showcasing a very shady subtweet that Dua posted about James. The tweet shared a screenshot of two previous tweets with a laughing emoji. One was from James. It showed a photo of Dua Lipa compared to a photo of James Charles where he was trying to imitate her hair and makeup from that day. James then captioned this tweet, quote, "Twinning with a heart." The second screenshot was where the shade came in. Apparently after Dua saw that tweet of James's comparing them and calling them twinning, she subtweeted James, writing on Twitter, quote, "When an ugly stranger calls you twin, no bitch," plus some laughing and crying emojis. So it's obvious that Dua was calling out James here for saying that they look similar. Since most people on Twitter hate James Charles, the tweet got tons of support. One Dua fan said, quote, "I just started listening to Dua Lipa and she calls James Charles ugly." Another person tweeted, "I already stan." I should note that many online doubt that her tweet was actually real because she was not verified in that tweet. Either way, it shows that whoever posted the fake tweet thought she had beef with James Charles. Next up, traveling. In 2020, we had a major world event that forced a lot of people to stay in their homes. I can't exactly say, what this event is that I'm talking about, YouTube won't let me, but you guys know what I mean. During this time, many celebrities took to social media to share what life was like for them while they were stuck at home. Dua Lipa was one of these celebrities, and when governments asked citizens not to leave, she came online and supported the decision, telling her fans to do the right thing and to not socialize. But shortly after this, she was called out for being a huge hypocrite. During this scary time, Dua was traveling all over the world without a care. She was also with her boyfriend Anwar and a group of her friends. Fans took to the comments to call out her hypocrisy, with many saying her words were empty and she clearly did not believe that she should be staying at home. One fan tweet about the situation read, quote, "Dua Lipa having the audacity to tell us to stay at home when she's been to about 4 different continents." Dua did not respond back to this criticism and continued to travel despite it. Artikal sound system. One of Lipa's biggest hits is her song Levitating off her Future Nostalgia album. It was a chart-topping hit that even spawned a collaboration remix featuring DaBaby. But just weeks ago, a small indie band called Artikal Sound System sued Dua, stating that she sold their song to make Levitating. The song they believe she ripped off is their 2017 track, Live Your Life. The band claims that they have been touring since 2010, with that song being a staple in their onstage performances since 2017. In the suit, the band claims that Dua and her collaborators, quote, "listened to and copied Live Your Life before and during the time when they were writing Levitating." The band did not give any specific proof that they heard the song before making Levitating, but they believe the songs are way too similar for just to be a coincidence. At first, everyone thought this was a simple money grab and the band was doing this to become more relevant. But after the songs were compared side by side, it's hard to ignore the glaring similarities. Fans are even starting to defend Artikal Sound System for filing this lawsuit. One fan of Dua's wrote, quote, "I love Dua and I thought these people just wanted an easy money grab, but once I heard a part of the song, they definitely had the right to sue." Another fan wrote, quote, "If they have proof they created it before, run the check. Damn near the same song and I'm a true Dua fan." Even though many think the song is similar, many people don't understand why it took so long for this band to come forward since the song has been a hit for over a year now. As of now, Dua nor her legal team has made any statements on this matter, and it seems they will be leaving their comments for the courts. And finally, Dua herself. Dua Lipa is one of the most successful artists right now. She's been featured on a ton of hit songs, and her song Levitating topped the charts when it came out. Her album Future Nostalgia even won a Grammy in 2021 for Best Pop Vocal Album. It is actually one of my personal favorites. All the success seems to be happening so fast that some critics wonder if it was really earned. The idea of pretty privilege has become more mainstream over the years, with some celebrities admitting their good looks played a factor in their success. However, Dua does not believe this has been the case for her, and thinks she's successful purely because of her hard work and talent. In a Rolling Stone interview, Dua was asked if she thinks her good looks have anything to do with her success, and she disagreed. She said, quote, "I've never really seen being pretty or beautiful as some kind of power. It's never been something that I identify with, and with no disrespect to you, obviously I feel like I was a little bit shortchanged in a way because I don't feel like I've gotten to where I am because of that. I'm extremely hardworking and driven, and I feel that that's the reason why I got to where I am, through my hard work and my drive. I just wanted to make that clear because it's been playing on my mind." Obviously, hard work and talent are very important, but just because Dua does not think her looks have played a part does not mean that they haven't been influential to other people. Some critics found this take a little tone deaf, as she shouldn't assume it has not played a role, and she should acknowledge that there was most likely some privilege. First up, Rita Ora. It's long been rumored that Rita Ora and Dua Lipa did not like each other, even though they have so much in common and even knew each other before they were famous. And after Bebe Rexha basically confirmed the feud, we have more details about why these women hate each other. Both women are immigrants of Kosovo, who grew up in the UK and even attended the same stage school and gymnastics club. It's also been reported that their families are even friendly. Their feud was made clear at the 2019 Met Gala, where both Dua and Rita were in attendance. A source close to Rita told The Sun that though Dua was looking up to Rita in the past, she has grown fed up of being compared to her. The source said, quote, "It's a shame, as they used to be very close, and Dua spoke a lot about how much she admired Rita. Dua even said she wanted to be just like Rita in the future. Now things have gone south dramatically and she's trying to distance herself, and she's making it no secret in the industry. Rita is desperate to avoid confrontation and went out of her way to make sure that they didn't come face to face." With the source revealing that Rita hates drama and did not want to have an awkward confrontation with Dua, however she was not going to let a petty feud stop her from going to the Met Gala, of course. The feud between them started way before Dua Lipa was famous. Since they grew up knowing each other, Dua reached out to Rita's sister, Alina Ora, for help with her career when she was just starting out. Apparently Alina refused to help, and Dua felt it was because her sister did not want Dua to become a bigger star than her sister Rita, which definitely did end up happening. This is not the only time they have butted heads. The feud continued when Rita Ora was replaced by Dua Lipa in an Adidas campaign. More recently, Rita tried to mend the relationship slightly, but Dua did not soften up. Rita posted to Instagram to support the Put Kosovo on the Map initiative to Apple, where she wrote in the caption, quote, "I would very much like to see Apple spread awareness by putting Kosovo on the map. Albania and Kosovo are full of great and beautiful talents, and I am very proud of my wonderful, strong, talented colleagues who represent our heritage. We share love, peace, and unity today with Bebe Rexha, Dua Lipa, Ava Max, and many others." Even though Dua was mentioned and tagged in this post, Dua did not comment any support for the initiative, even though every other artist mentioned in the post supported it in the comments and shared it to their own profile. So even though Rita Ora tried to mend the tension, it seems that Dua Lipa is not interested in being civil. Next up, Bebe Rexha. Bebe Rexha is in the middle of Rita Ora and Dua Lipa's feud, and she thinks the feud will most likely never end. She's always tried to keep the peace between the women, and she's even pushed hard for a collaboration with all of them, but it seems that Dua is standing in the way of this. While speaking to The Sun, she said about their dynamic, quote, "I have really tried. I don't know what's really going on there or what the drama is. I've tried to always be the peacekeeper and bring the girls together." However, shortly after this interview was published, Rexha walked back her words and claimed the entire interview was taken out of context, responding, quote, "It's absolute bull to put women against each other, especially those who I know are good people," saying that her words were not about their feud but more so about the competitive nature of the music industry, specifically the way women are pitted against each other. Adding, quote, "It's weird because I know how it is to be a girl and sometimes we can get really competitive. I'm not even talking about me, Dua, Rita, and Ava, I'm just talking about females in general. What happens is there's not enough women at the table." Baby added that because she believes the music charts are so male dominated, it leaves women musicians with an unspoken competitiveness between them. These comments came after the 2019 Met Gala, where it was widely reported that Dua and Rita avoided each other. Next up, Taylor Swift. We all know that Taylor Swift and Kanye West despise each other and have been in a long and heated feud since Kanye stole the mic from her in 2009. So how is Dua Lipa involved? Fans originally thought that Dua was a Taylor fan when she was pictured wearing some of Taylor's merch while doing a sound check. Taylor also took this to mean that Dua was a fan, and Taylor commented on this post, writing, quote, "I am screeching with joy." However, the love affair did not last long between Dua and Taylor because Dua later chose Kanye over Taylor when she was playing a game. The question question was simply to choose Taylor or Kanye, and because Dua prefers Kanye's music, she chose him. Instantly, Taylor's fans were up in arms, and fans took it to mean that she chose Kanye in their long-running feud. So they started posting snake emojis all over Dua's feed and calling her a snake. Dua also revealed that she was DM'd threats against her life. Dua cleared it up on an episode of Watch What Happens Live, when she said, quote, "I wasn't thinking about their beef, I was thinking about their music, and Taylor is amazing, but I'm such a hip-hop fan that I probably would have chose Kanye over anyone." Next up, Calvin Harris. Calvin Harris may have exposed what a diva that Dua Lipa really is. At the time of the 2019 Brit Awards, Dua was in her prime and got tons of nominations for the show. But after the show, the Daily Mail reported that insiders claimed that she was a total diva at the award show. The Sun reported that Lipa was reportedly, quote, "furious after being given a dressing room close to other guests who were eager to talk to her. Apparently her dressing room was right beside the beauty spa, so tons of people were around this area before the show." However, the singer made it clear that she didn't want to be there after other guests kept heading in to say hi and wishing her good luck. Because everyone kept coming to talk to her, she reportedly slammed her door shut and took her name tag off her door so people would stop bothering her. What made her look really bad though was that Calvin Harris's dressing room was very close to hers, and he was openly welcoming people in and talking to everyone that wanted to see him. It was reported that Harris, quote, "made his dressing room a free-for-all and was letting anyone in to help him celebrate with a magnum of champagne." However, Lipa didn't seem to care about the supposed situation, as Metro pointed out that following the ceremony, she was, quote, "too busy getting down with her pals at the Brits after party." And finally, Dua Lipa herself. Dua Lipa got in some major hot water after it was exposed that she said the N-word in a song back in 2014. She sang a cover of a song and posted it online, and in the song the N-word was used, which she repeated. Lipa covered the song Smoke, Drink, Break Up by fellow singer Mila J back in 2014, and she can be heard saying the slur at a certain point in the song. After the clip resurfaced, Dua immediately took to Twitter to apologize for ever saying the word, writing, quote, "in relation to my 2014 cover, I never meant to offend or upset anyone. I didn't say the full word, but I can admit I shouldn't have gone there at all, and that a different word could have been recorded altogether to avoid offense and confusion. I wasn't thinking it through at the time." Adding in another tweet, quote, "I always stand up for social justice, and I am very sorry to anyone that I have offended." Most of her fans accepted this apology, but many did not, and a lot stopped supporting her after they heard her say the slur. And at number 4, L. Russell Brown and Sandy Linzer. After the first lawsuit against Lipa started to gain traction, songwriters L. Russell Brown and Sandy Linzer filed their own lawsuit, claiming Levitating also stole from their song. They believe the song is a duplicate of the melody to their 1979 song Wiggle and Giggle All Night and their 1980 song Don Diablo. The lawsuit alleged, quote, "defendants have levitated away plaintiffs' intellectual property. Plaintiffs bring suit so the defendants cannot wiggle out of their willful infringement." Their main argument is that in past interviews, Lipa admitted she deliberately emulated prior eras and took inspiration from historic music from the retro sound of the 2020 album Future Nostalgia. The suit also claimed that their song is featured in the most prominent part of the song that went viral on TikTok and led to the song's global success, claim that without their influence on that portion of the song, it would not have went viral. Dua has not commented on the claims in this suit. And at number 2, Anwar Hadid. Dua and Anwar dated for 2 years before calling it quits on December 23rd of 2021, after rumors that their relationship was crumbling. Rumors started when gossip page Dumois posted a screenshot from inside claiming the couple were 100% broken up. Shortly after, The Sun confirmed these rumors. Their source claimed, quote, "Dua and Anwar are currently taking a break from their relationship and are spending time apart. They're figuring things out right now." According to The Sun, Dua and Anwar's relationship hit crisis mode due to their packed work schedules, so they decided to take some time apart. The source added, quote, "their relationship is going through a crisis and appears to be on the rocks." Then weeks later, the breakup was confirmed by both celebrities. We know confirmation who made the decision to end the relationship, but many Dua fans believe she ended the relationship because of Anwar's overbearing family and strong controversial beliefs. And finally, number 1, Ed Sheeran. Dua Lipa offended some men in her industry when she stated that women are held to a higher standard when it comes to concerts. In an interview with British GQ, Dua Lipa stated that women have to be athletes as much as singers, but men are not held to the same standards of showmanship. "I remember going to a show by a male artist that actually doesn't do anything on stage, and they got this stellar 5-star review. But then you have women who get up on stage and they're practically doing cartwheels, costume changes, it's a spectacle, and then reviewers nitpick every little thing." Continuing that women are forced to do everything on stage to have an entertaining performance, well, men only need to get up and sing. Even though Dua did not name any specific artists, many felt this could be a dig at Ed Sheeran, as his concerts get great reviews and he hardly does anything other than sing with his guitar. There's a chance he was offended by her comments.